friends. Today I wanted to talk to you about some of the more popular restaurants at Disney World and talk about if they are worth it or not. Obviously this is just my opinion and everybody's opinion is going to be different, but a lot of these restaurants fill up very quickly when you are going to make your 180-day dining reservations. They can fill up within, for that specific day you're trying to make the reservation for, they can fill up within just a couple of hours. So let's get started. The first one is Be Our Guest Restaurant. Very, very popular restaurant. It's at Magic Kingdom. It's relatively new. It's only a couple years old. They're a quick service restaurant for breakfast and lunch and a table service restaurant for dinner. Now, it is between $15 and $35, depending on, like the quick service obviously is cheaper and then the table service is more expensive. I have done quick service for lunch a couple of times and I've done the table service for dinner as well. I think it is worth it. I think it is a very cool restaurant. As far as what's better, lunch or dinner, I haven't done breakfast there, but I think the food for dinner is better, but the lunch is cheaper. But the atmosphere is just very, very cool. I highly recommend it. The next one is Cinderella's Royal Table. And this one is between $35 and, between $35 and greater than $60. So I guess $35 and up. I've talked about this in in a couple of videos actually. In one of the last one I did, which was the most overrated things at Disney World, I do not think it's worth it. It is not worth the price. And if you're on a dining plan, you have to use 2 table service credits. I don't think the food is worth it, and it takes so much time to go there. So we just skip it. We've done it once, but I don't think we'll do it again unless something changes. The next one that I know is very popular is Leteliers, and that is in the Canada Pavilion in Epcot. This is a very popular restaurant there. I have been there. I was there for lunch. Well, first I guess I should tell you the cost. So this one is listed at between $35 and $59.99 a person. So it is pricey. They have cheddar beer soup, which is like their signature thing, and it is very good. When I had it, I actually had it at the Food and Wine Festival in their little outside kiosk pavilion, whatever you want to call it, and that's in a very small quantity. And it was very, very good, but obviously that's a lot cheaper to get it there. So if you're going around the time of the Food and Wine Festival, see if they have it in their little outdoor stand and get it there instead of going in the restaurant if that's really all you care about. Now the ratings, I looked on allears.net. They have great ratings and reviews, and this one was rated at 6.81. So that's really not that high of a rating. So to me, I don't think that's worth it. You're in a cellar, so it's dark, and it's just, it can be a little crowded, table-wise. So yeah, I think their main signature thing is the cheddar beer soup, and it is fantastic. If you can get it at the Food and Wine Festival, great. If not, I guess it's up to you, but I don't think it's necessarily worth it. California Grill. Now this one is at the Contemporary, and this one, the price, it says, is between $35 and $59.99 per person. Now the rating on this one, I should say, obviously, I think it's common sense, but they're out of 10. The rating on this one, it got a 7.85. So definitely better than Leteliers. The complaint here is it is supposed to, you'll notice this if you read the reviews on allears.net. It's supposed to be a nicer restaurant. So they ask you to have a certain dress code in mind, but it's not usually enforced. And that has been a complaint of some people. But it is definitely on the pricier side. If fancy isn't really your thing, then maybe skip it. Chef McGees is also at the Contemporary, and this one, like California Grill, is $35 to $59.99 per person. And now they have a couple of different options. They have breakfast, brunch, and dinner. And they have I was able to find 3 different review scores for them. Breakfast was listed as an 8.22, which is very high. Brunch is a 7.33, and then dinner is a 7.03. And I think the reason that this one doesn't have the highest reviews is because, first of all, it's very popular, so sometimes even when you check in, you can have to wait a little bit. And secondly, it is very loud. It is very, very loud in there. I am going to be eating there in August, so hopefully I can do a more in-depth review of it later. They're always changing things. Their menu is always changing in the way, if it's, you know, it'll go from table service to a buffet, and, you know, things like that are always changing. So I want to do an updated review on this when I go in August. And the last one that I have that I know is very popular, that people kind of get up in the middle of the night to make their dining reservations, and when I say the middle of the night, depending on where they live, is Ohana. And this is a restaurant at the Polynesian Resort. Polynesian Village Resort is the new name. So cost-wise, it is between $15 and $59.99 per person. So it is a character meal for breakfast, and the breakfast had very high reviews. It got an 8.48. Dinner got an 8.26. So you'll see it is still very, or I guess here, it is still a very popular restaurant. It is very highly reviewed. The big con here is the wait. And I don't know why at this restaurant people seem to linger a bit longer when they're done with their meal. It's like they don't leave, but then you'll have a check-in time. You know, you'll have your dining reservation time, and you'll check in 5-10 minutes before that, and then sometimes you have to wait a long time after your actual reservation time before they can actually seat you. And again, this is because people aren't leaving, and you can't really kick people out. I don't know why that is. So I guess kind of keep that in mind. It is a very highly rated and reviewed restaurant, but it can be a little bit time consuming. So if you are, especially if you have a small child that is very hungry and not really able to sit and wait patiently, that might be a bit of a problem. So I hope you guys found this helpful. I know you hear a lot of times, for your first trip to Disney World, you'll hear a lot of things about, oh, you have to eat at Burgess, you have to try and get to Chef Mickey's. So I think it's good to kind of listen to some other opinions and listen to all the facts and decide if it really is worth it or not. I hope you found this helpful, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye.